Hello, and welcome to another edition of Day Drinking with Kevin. Happy 2023. You know, my friend Teresa got me this puzzle for Christmas this year, and inside is one of my favorite wines, Gaverno. I am not exactly sure how this puzzle comes off, but don't worry, Teresa. If for any reason I can't get it off, I do have a chainsaw. In today's episode, we're going to be talking about the top 10 sparkling wines for 2023. I can't wait to share them with you. There's never a bad time for sparkling wine, and here are 10 of my favorite sparkling wines for 2023. I'd be remiss if I didn't say all of these sparkling wines are going to go with salty foods, with fried foods. If you haven't had champagne and french fries, you're missing a religious experience. Champagne and Lay's potato chips, champagne and fried chicken. These are all things that are going to go amazing with this. Also, soft cheeses go very well, so if you like brie, maybe some baked brie, it's going to go wonderful. Let's start off with champagne. This champagne says Brut Nature or Zero Dosage. What that means is when the winemaker made this wine, they didn't add any additional sugar after the second fermentation and left it as dry as possible. This is a wonderful wine if you like those dry, crisp styles of wine and aren't looking for any extra residual sugar in your champagnes. This is a fantastic wine made in Champagne and goes really well with, celebrating any day that ends in a Y. Now, what happens if you're in France and you're not in Champagne? Well, there we can use the word Cremant. You'll see Cremant de Loire, Cremant de Bordeaux, Cremant de Bourgogne, and this one is actually Cremant de Alsace. Now, Alsace is a really interesting region in the northeast corner of France, and they're protected by a set of mountains that offer a rain shadow effect that make it a very unique place to grow grapes. Here, these grapes can be really wonderful with vegetarian dishes, seafood, pretty much anything where you're going to drink any of these other sparkling wines. But what I really like about this is the crispness and the acidity that comes from this sparkling wine. So if you're looking for something different, look to Cremant de Alsace. Next, we have one of my favorite regions in France, Loire Valley. This is the Cremant de Loire. Now, Loire is known for its Cabernet Franc in the red region, and here, this is a wine that kind of emphasizes what is unique about the Loire Valley. It's made in the same way, the traditional method as Champagne. It's made with 100% Cabernet Franc, but here, what we're really looking for is the characteristics of the red grape that we have. So it's going to go with charcuterie, it's going to go with hamburger, it's going to go with sausages, it's going to go with deli meats, it's going to go with things that you serve as an appetizer that maybe have some meat in them, like a beef skewer or something like that. So if you're looking for something unique, consider Cremant de Loire from the Loire Valley in France and you won't be disappointed. If you're looking for something that's traditional method sparkling wine, but maybe not from France, then I recommend Franchicorta from Italy. This is made traditionally with Chardonnay and Pinot Noir, and it's made in the same way that they make Champagne. And this is a wine that is unique to the northern part of Italy, and it's their way of saying, hey, we're making this wine with respect to the people in Champagne, but we're doing it here locally in Italy. It tends to be a little warmer, the fruits tend to be a little bit riper, but at the end, this is a great wine, and if you can find it, I highly recommend trying it out. This is actually a rosé, so it's going to have a little Pinot Noir blended into it, and look, there's no question that I love rosé sparkling wines, and this is one of my favorites. Next, let's talk about cava. When the gentleman who invented cava wanted to make sparkling wines, he learned in Champagne. And then he came back from Champagne to the northeast corner of Spain and decided, I'm not going to use Chardonnay and Pinot Noir, but I'm going to use some of our local grapes, Parellada, Macabeo, Girello. And here, this is a unique traditional method sparkling wine made with those local Spanish grapes. And it has a little bit of smokiness to it, especially the aged versions. And this is a wine that I would serve with pork barbecue, or I would serve with anything that's grilled or smoked. I think for the most part, Spain has a reputation of maybe lesser quality wines, but that would be a mistake. Cava is a wonderful opportunity to try some unique local grapes, and it is a little bit less expensive than Champagne. Now, let's talk about some other unique styles of grapes. First, we have Prosecco. Prosecco is actually made from the grape Glera and is made in the northeast corner of Italy. Unlike these other wines, it's not fermented in the bottle, but fermented in a tank. And this allows us to maintain the fruity quality of Prosecco. Prosecco has been known not only to make mimosas, you could add peach juice or pear juice to make bellinis. I've even taken some frozen cranberries and cranberry juice and made a cranberry juice cocktail out of it. If you have a large number of people coming to your house this holiday season, Prosecco is an excellent way to serve a large number of people for a little bit less money. And it is really delicious and incredibly flexible. So, if you're looking for something that is not going to break the bank, consider Prosecco. I have so many people that say, Kevin, I don't like Rieslings because they're too sweet. And there are certainly Rieslings that are sweet. But here, I recommend Dr. Loosen's Sparkling Riesling. This is a Riesling that if you're serving something spicy this holiday season, Asian food, Indian food, Thai food, things with jalapeno peppers in them or red pepper flakes, this Riesling with just a little bit of residual sugar is going to help balance out that heat a little bit and make for a very special occasion. This is not too sweet, and I think it will go excellent with those kinds of foods. So if you're looking for something different this holiday season, consider Sparkling Riesling from Germany, from Dr. Loosen, and you will not be disappointed. For my niece and my sister, I have Sparkling Moscato. Moscato is a grape that by nature is going to be a little sweeter. This Annalisa is perfect if you really have a sweet tooth and are looking for something to drink any time of the day. We have a lot of customers at the wine house that love Annalisa Sparkling Moscato. Not only is it going to go with those spicy foods or just as a cocktail, it also goes incredibly well with chocolate. So if you're snowed in and you're reading a book or watching a Netflix movie, consider Sparkling Moscato from Annalisa and you're going to have a great time. This is one of my most unique sparkling wines for 2023. It is a sparkling Shiraz. Now, this is a red sparkling wine, and it is a sparkling wine with a lot of tannins, and it is something that I would serve with a ribeye or a New York strip or duck breast or lamb chop. If you've never tried a sparkling Shiraz before, you don't know what you're missing. You could actually do an entire dinner with these 10 sparkling wines that I have listed here today. And if you're going to serve a big, rich meat, the sparkling Shiraz from Bleasdale is an excellent way to do that. I highly recommend you try this, and if you haven't, come see me at the wine house, and I'll be happy to hook you up with one of these. One of my favorite wines in the entire world is Billecart. And as we get rid of 2022 and we look forward to the hope and prosperity of 2023, we're going to open this bottle and say, welcome 2023, I can't wait for you to be a great year. This is a wine that you could get married on, have a special occasion on. You could celebrate an anniversary or a birthday. But you know what? Special wines like this don't need a special occasion. You know, you deserve to drink the very, very best, and Billecart is definitely one of those. This is actually a Magnum, and so if you're looking for a wine that is about twice the size of these other bottles, I highly recommend this Billecart champagne. Well, that's it for me for this episode, the top 10 sparkling wines for 2023. I want to thank all of my loyal Day Drinking with Kevin listeners. Thank you for an amazing 2022, and I look forward to sharing all of our new episodes with you next year. Until next time, this is Kevin McGuire saying, salute.